Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Another entry in my art journal today using the Creativity and Gratitude book as my guide. Wow, this week has been really interesting. So let's see. It is week 7, turning the world upside down. I'm gonna read a bunch of this stuff, but I want to get into the painting part, and while I'm talking about it, I gave myself assignments this week because there was a little bit of wiggle room as far as what to do with this prompt, with this chapter. If you're turning the world upside down, yes, you draw things upside down. You do things from a different perspective, and I'll read a little bit more on that. I mean, shifting perspectives are right there, and silencing the inner critic. And I didn't finish this, but so far I've done a one-line drawing, I've done an upside down drawing, I've done an abstract representation of an object. Today I'm going to do ugly art. So I put ugly in quotations because it's subjective. Art is very subjective. One of my followers, she says, sometimes I feel like I'm creative, but not artistic. And to me, I'm wondering, can it be both and? So I don't know. She got me thinking. So I've been ruminating on that for a little bit, but I'm going to make ugly art today. And I don't know if I can do it, honestly, because ugly is subjective. And when you're talking about art, it's just, I don't know. But I'll read this. I'm going to start painting, and while I'm painting, I will voice over and read this. So anyway, so what I chose to pull out for my ugliness, some rough types of mark making tools. This toothbrush, these circular toilet paper things, and washi tape roll. My sponges, my scraper cards of different kinds. And I brought out some pavement, Admiral Blue, and then my junky Dollar Tree paints. You know, the spray bottles were crud. I mean, they just didn't work from the first day I brought them home. But the paints are kind of vibrant, but they're kind of watery too. So in fact, may as well shake them up a little bit. I feel like there's a lot, I've used up quite a bit of yellow, feels like. So I am just gonna drop and slop and push and pull, and I might get mud, but I might really like it too. I don't know. So I'm going to get started with the painting part. And then I'm going to read her excerpts in that chapter because it's interesting to me. Okay, here I go. Week 7, turning the world upside down. I picked up a paintbrush for the first time when I was stuck in the hospital for months after a disastrous surgery. My mother brought fabric, glue, paints, and markers to my small hospital cubicle, and I made art for the first time. Suddenly, I found a way to express emotions that were too painful, complicated, and overwhelming for words. I painted my inner and outer worlds full of joy and pain, teardrops and hearts and lightning bolts and flowers, and I became creative with my supplies. This is how I ended up using toilet paper from the hospital bathroom and opening my mind to exploring outside the box additions. Through this burgeoning form of creativity, I rediscovered myself, the Amy who had existed before dozens of surgeries, who had a passionate voice that no medical intervention could surgically remove. Making art inspired me with the courage to put myself out there and emboldened me with the confidence that came from remembering that I was a person and not just a patient. My life had changed, sure, but my inner self was as vital as ever and as bright as the colors I dipped my brush into. Each morning before the doctors came in for rounds, I'd paint feverishly whatever abstraction came to mind and whatever evolved from my situation. When I completed my pieces, I felt like I had not only gotten rid of my frustrations and worry, but had also found a place of joy and gratitude. I would put each canvas outside my hospital room, and soon the unit began to catch on, so that patients were brought by my room to see what I had created that day. Now I was sustaining my aliveness and inspiring others, which filled me with an unanticipated meaning and satisfaction. Whatever I paint, I create from the heart. I try to focus on physical sensations, gliding my brush across the canvas, feeling the bristles press against the stretched linen, and watching each fiber imbue the scene with bright color and texture. As I guide my brush up and down my canvas, the repetitive gestures become meditative. I quiet my analytical mind and allow my canvas to become an open channel to my soul, a clear as day lens into what can be sensed but not seen. It's in this space that art happens. My painting, my soul, shines in iridescent hues, glistening with silky splotches of wet paint. Sometimes I consider it a blessing that I have no formal art training. It doesn't bother me too much when my lines aren't perfectly crisp or my colors aren't seamlessly blended, because I am not wedded to technical terms and steadfast rules. I am able to silence my inner critic and let passion guide me. This week is all about expressing your feelings through creating without worrying about your inner critic, technical rules, or what might seem correct. Then she gives us an exercise that I did about one line drawing. That was a little tricky. And then the last section is about shifting perspectives. When we re-examine our own creations through the lens of imagination, we can discover their value. And then it says, she wants you to write about your drawing with fresh, adoring eyes. How do your thoughts about your sketch change when you look at it through someone else's eyes? And something that came to me was silencing the inner critic, or learn from it, and don't let it be the only voice. And those are the words of wisdom from Amy Oestreicher and a few things that I learned. Enjoy the rest of the painting, friends. Okay, yeah, that is ugly, I will say. I can qualify that as ugly, but I am happy making it. So, and I did some fun stuff with the tape. Wasn't gonna forget the tape. And I started with my non-dominant hand too, so that was kind of fun. It qualifies, in my opinion, as ugly art. So I'm just gonna let it dry and let it be as is and let that be my entry. I'm gonna dry it and then we'll do a tape pull. How does that sound? Yes. Okay, did a little cleanup. And now I'm gonna pull the tape. It's always so fun to pull the tape. And I have this piece of, what kind of wrapping is this? Is like wax paper for meat packaging. So yeah. Oh, look at that tape. That's gorgeous. Oh boy. See, it's not ugly. Those colors should not be pretty together, but I think it's beautiful. All right, what's going on here? Okay. Gentle. Oh yeah. Look at that. And I use the wide tape today too, because I have a lot of this smaller tape. Oh my gosh, it just makes me giggle. I love it. Oh, see, that doesn't make any sense. How can it not? Whoa. How can it be ugly when it makes me happy? So, in a way, is it beautiful? Oh, this tape is complete joy. Got stuck. There it is. I love it. I love that. How can that be ugly? There's so much happiness that I feel just from looking at it, from doing it. It's the happiness comes from the doing, no matter what it turned out to look like. I think that's what she's going for. I think that's what she means. I'm so thankful that I made this ugly art, but at the same time, it makes me happy. Well, Miss Oestreicher, God rest your soul. I'm going to see you someday and we're going to talk. We're going to talk. Thank you so much, Amy. All right, friends, that's it for this video. Love you guys. I hope that gave you something to think about and to maybe possibly do. And her insights, man, I'm learning a lot. And she touches my soul in what she creates, what she has made with her words. And even though she's not here anymore, she is influencing me artistically. So thank you. I'm thankful for you. I have gratitude for Amy Oestreicher, gratitude for my ugly art journal page. And that's it for today's video. Love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next time. And God bless. Bye-bye.